Hey YouTube, it's Magma Rhino here, and so with that last video, if you are being directed here from the other Minecraft Pocket Edition video, yes, I know I was in creative mode, but before when I tried to create a new world, if you watched the whole video, it kept freezing up. So that was why it wasn't working. But I uninstalled it, reinstalled it, and now the bug is gone. So I'm just going to make a new world here, and here's where you can change it from creative to survival. Alright, so I'm going to go into a survival mode. And I'm going to show you what this is like on the tablet first, and then I'm going to show you what it's like on the phone, and this is going to be just kind of like another app review. So I had the old app review when it first was released. I have this one with basic survival mode, and I'm going to do another once it enters beta. And I quite like this seat already. But anyway, as you can see, you now have health, although the only way to lose health is by falling a far distance or by drowning. So I'm going to actually kill myself. Lovely, right? And you also have the air. And while I'm drowning, I'll show you that. See these gray blocks? These gray ones are because they're resources you can get from the game, so they're not infinite anymore, they're finite. The other ones that are colored right now, like not gray, oh, I'm dying. The other ones, though, are infinite because you can't get them or make them. So, as you can see, you can die. And you just spawn back in the same place. But, obviously, you only lose any resources that you have that were finite, and you would drop them on the ground. Also, as you can clearly see, there are now sheep. Sheep have been the only mobs added so far, but there will be more. You can shear them, but you have to hold down and then click and it chops off the wool. But for some reason, white wool is considered infinite, even though you can get it, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. And then you can also kill them. If I'm just going to get a sword because I don't feel like waiting half an hour. Die. I know, I'm so evil, but there we go. So you can kill them, and it's pretty much the same as desktop Minecraft. Also, there are some more in-depth biomes. There's a little biome glitch right there. Actually, it's not a glitch, that's how it always is. But it doesn't actually snow or rain yet. The time still doesn't change, but there are better biomes. I believe there wasn't ice before, but now there is, and you kind of slide on it. Or maybe there was ice, I forget. But anyway, let me just demonstrate. So hitting dirt with a sword obviously takes a while. You get the shovel here, and it's quite a bit quicker. Plus, as you can see, there's these blocks on the ground, which you can pick up. And then if I go to my dirt right there, it says I have 6. So I can only place 6, and then I'm out. So that seems to be working. Trees. Oh right, the worlds, they are still not infinitely renderable. And I don't know if they will change it to that, just because of the fact that it would use up a lot of memory if they made it where it can keep expanding. But hopefully they make it where there's an option for the world to render infinitely in any direction. Because in case you didn't know how it works, is on desktop Minecraft, wherever you walk, it will generate the terrain. And once it generates it, it saves like what you can see. But if you don't travel anywhere, you'll just have the base where you started, and it's only like 10 megabytes. But if you travel far, you can get the files up to like 100 megabytes for one world. But here, it's infinitely renderable. No, not infinite. Sorry, getting my words messed up. It only renders a certain distance. So it's not going to take up more memory the farther you travel, because eventually you'll hit a wall. As far as trees go, another kind of weird thing, I don't understand why they didn't do it, but they don't have regular wood in here. So you can chop down the trees, it makes the blocks, but you can't pick them up because for some reason they didn't include them yet. I believe trees do disintegrate, but they don't yet drop saplings, but that probably will be coming soon. Yeah, trees definitely do disintegrate. Yep. Yeah, but they don't drop anything. If you go chop down tall pine trees, then you can actually use the wood and pick it up. So, I mean, that's kind of a pain if you like to build with wood. But, oh well, because you can just use, wood planks, and then you have to search around for pine trees. Oh, that sheep just hurt himself. Alright, and then, let's just go here. I'm gonna get my basic tools. And here's some gravel. Okay, gravel doesn't fall yet. A little bit odd, but okay. But there, as you can see, that's working fine, and then stone works fine. The default infinite tools they give you are stone tools, so obviously when the official beta comes out, you will be able to make wooden ones as well as iron and all that other stuff, because all the resources are in here. But as you can see, when I destroy something like coal, nothing falls. Well, it doesn't fall yet, but it will eventually. But cobblestone does. You can pick up cobblestone. So here's just a list of all the tools. Alright, you also get now ladders, doors, and fences. And gates. And then other than that, I believe cactus are new in this menu, but they were on the maps before. But this is what you get now, so they added quite a bit more resources. Another row, I believe, because I think before it used to be 4 rows, now it's 5. So, what do I think of this so far? Is it worth $7? Yes, it is, because even though it's just like this, there's not many mobs at all except for sheep. It's not really a true... Oh! I guess the times do change. I didn't think they did that. Okay. I guess I didn't play long enough to realize, but it does get to night, as you can quite clearly see. So that is awesome. I didn't think they did that. Torches definitely need to be made brighter, because they barely light up anything. It's kind of pathetic how little they do. But, okay, so it does have times now, but I don't think it rains, I don't think it snows. It might too. I've only played for a little bit, as you can tell, is why I didn't know that. But I don't know about that. So if you want to let me know, you can leave a comment, but don't keep screaming it at me like some of you did in the other ones, saying I was in creative mode, not survival. I knew I wasn't really in survival mode. I knew there was something wrong, but I couldn't make a world, so... okay, it gets really dark at night. Blah, 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 don't know what I'm doing. Okay. So anyway, this is Minecraft Pocket Edition. Let me light up the world a little bit. Alright, and now I'm going to show you it on my phone. I got a text message, hold on. Okay, so this is exact same map. It's still $7, obviously. And as far as the UI goes, it's pretty much exactly the same. The size of the D-pad is a bit bigger, which is good. Oh right, I dug myself into a hole. Heh. But other than that, I don't have volume on. It's pretty much the same experience, just obviously, blah blah blah. Obviously it's on a smaller screen, so it is a little bit harder to see, but you get all the stuff still. It's just like a little bit closer together. And as you can see, there's kind of a weird glitch. That's because I'm using fancy graphics, and I probably should be using low graphics, but oh well. But I mean, as you can see, stuff still drops, pick it up, and I got a bunch of stuff in this. I got 10 wood, 34 cobblestone. I have manual focus on, so it probably won't be very clear. But I mean, as you can see, almost the same experience as the tablet, although I'm hoping on the tablet they expand this bar down here with the tools. But I'm sure they will in an update. So that's pretty much it. Keep in mind, you have to choose between creative or survival mode, and once you make the world, you can't change it. Old worlds, by default, are creative mode. So that's kind of what I learned last time. But, I mean, as you can see, they did a lot of work, and the main thing this update did wasn't, bringing what it did. It was laying down the framework for the true survival mode that really made Minecraft what it is today. So with the framework laid out, they can very easily push out a bunch more updates and get it up to beta, I'd say within 2-3 months. Of course, that's just my guess. I don't know anybody from Mojang. I can't give you an exact date, but hopefully in 2 or 3 months it will be the same beta as on a desktop computer, even though it's out of beta, but similar to the beta was there. And as far as iPad and iPhone and iPod Touch users, I do not know when the update is coming to you. I do know that Mojang will always release it, well, not always, but they will most likely release it to Android first, just because that's where they started. But, I can't give you an exact date as to when it will be released for you. So hopefully it will be within a week or so. But, you never really know. They're two complete different platforms, so they gotta reward it. And I just heard a zombie. See, I'm learning as I go. I believe there are zombies. I'm gonna get killed. Oh, is that a zombie? Yes, there's zombies. Awesome. Okay, so I didn't know that, but it... Haha. So there are zombies, and these zombies can kill you. Cool. Alright, so I'm just going to recap, because I know this was kind of all over the place. I was learning as I go. In this new... thank you, I know I died. So in this new update, there are tools, ladders, doors, fences, gates. Most of the resources are still infinite, but some things like, these plants, cobblestone, some wood, dirt, those are finite. You have to pick them up to place them. If you if you don't have them, you can't actually place them. As you can see, it just shows your hand. There are mobs, but the only mobs there are so far are sheep and zombies. There is health, and I think that's everything. And, well, there's the tools, and, tools at different times on how long it takes to break a block, depending on what you're using on which block. And that's pretty much it for this update. So thank you very much for watching this video. Shut up, sheep. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. I hope this makes up for the other video. I'm sorry I did that at like 11 o'clock last night once the update was released, and it was just bugging out on me, so I couldn't really get a good video. But this is a pretty good, well, I think it's a pretty good review of the new Minecraft Pocket Edition update for the Android platform. So thank you very much for watching this, and hopefully you stayed till the end, because if you did, you will know that I bought 2 things to give away so far. I bought a case. Hold on, let me turn up the light in here. Off of eBay, I bought one of these cases for the Asus Transformer and dock together, or just the tablet, it doesn't really matter. I bought one of these, which I'll be giving away, and I also bought a silicone cover, which just goes around the Transformer, and I thought it was pretty neat looking. It just, it's kind of like a phone case. It just wraps around it, and it protects the back and the edges from scratches. It doesn't protect the screen. But, I kind of figured it doesn't really matter, because it's still free and I'm just giving it away. So if you want to know more about those contests, I will be posting videos soon on both of my channels. So stay tuned for that. So thank you very much for watching. Again, I will see you later.